What's up? It's your boy Austin Rutherford back here again. Appreciate you being here. A ton of people are getting into the real estate game right now, and most of them are coming into the game from wholesaling because wholesaling is a way to get into the business with no money out of your own pocket. So it's obviously an easy entry to the game. So I'm gonna put a little spin on the narrative of wholesaling and what it means, and in my opinion, what the most profitable real estate investing technique is in the game right now. So like I said, wholesaling is awesome. It's super easy. You send out some marketing, you get some inbound leads, you lock up a deal, you flip the contract, and you get paid. It's a very simple process to get paid wholesaling. But with wholesaling, it's very difficult to make, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 assignment fees. So let's say that to make 6 figures per month, how many deals do you really have to do? If you're making $5,000 to $10,000 a pop, you need to do 10 to 20 deals every single month, which adds up. That's moving a lot of properties at the end of the day. You gotta have a team to do that. You gotta have a transaction coordinator, acquisitions, dispositions. It turns into a full-time business, like a lot, just to make the $100,000 a month. So I don't know about you, but for me, I wanna make as much money as possible with the least amount of work. So I would rather do 1 deal a month and make 100K versus 10 deals a month and make 100K. So let's break this all down. Let's say you're doing 5 deals a month at 10K a pop. So for the month, you make $50,000. Then you gotta take out all your expenses, your marketing expenses, your employee expenses, and keep in mind, you're managing 5 transactions, 5 buyers, 5 sellers, 5 title companies. It's a lot of moving pieces right now. But let's say you crush it and you get to 10 deals a month and now you're making $100,000 a month. Same thing, minus all the expenses. And now you're dealing with 10 buyers and 10 sellers and 10 title companies and a lot of different people involved in every single transaction, and you have to manage all those. You're getting paid nicely, but it's still a lot of moving pieces. And it can add up and get stressful very, very easily. Believe me, I've been there, I've done that. In my opinion, wholetailing is by far the easiest way to make money in real estate and is the most profitable way to make money in real estate. I think wholesaling is a great way to get into the business. But then from that point, you need to start doing what's called wholetailing. So what is wholetailing? Wholetailing is when you get a property, and let's say it only needs $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 of work, where you could have assigned it for a $5,000 or $10,000 assignment fee, and then that investor goes out and flips it and makes $20,000. So you assign it for 10K, they flip it and make 20K. It's a total of a $30,000 margin on the deal. So instead of you assigning it for $10,000, why don't you just buy it and then do a $5,000 or $10,000 rehab, which is very easy to do, then sell it on the MLS and make 3 times the amount of money you were gonna make. So if you're making 30K a pop, you only gotta do 3 deals a month to hit that $100,000 a month mark. And it does take you longer. A wholesaling is in and out, you get paid. When you're wholetailing, you have to buy it, you have to renovate it, and you have to sell it. So it does take a couple months sometimes. And yes, you do have to have the money to actually purchase and fund the rehab of the property. But I know you're saying, like, I've never had money, I don't know where to raise it. I got you covered. There's a video that I put together on raising private money, borrowing money from private money lenders. So if you check that right here, it's at the top of your screen. It's a full video on how to raise private money. So like I said, on 1 deal, you make 3 times the amount of money you would have made. So instead of doing 10 deals a month at $10,000 a pop, you can do 3 deals a month at 30 to 35K a pop, and still make that $100,000 number goal. Still make 6 figures a month off of 3 deals. It's way less headaches. Now, keep in mind, you do have to renovate the property, so you have to hire contractors, which contractors have their own headaches to go with them, but that's why we're not buying the properties that need a ton of work. We're buying the properties that need $5,000 or $10,000 or maybe $20,000 to do. So you're literally going in, you're changing out the flooring, you're painting the walls, and you're putting it back on the market to sell. There's not that many headaches that come along with a paint and a carpet rehab. And honestly, some of these houses literally require no work. The houses are in spectacular condition. You buy them, you list them, and then you sell them 30 to 45 days later, and you make a nice profit in the middle just from being able to actually buy properties to raise money and purchase real estate. Now those big rehabs, the $100,000 renovation budgets, wholesale those in a heartbeat. Let somebody else do all that work. You do not want to be managing $100,000 rehab budgets. I know, I've been there. I've ran 10 to 20 projects at a time. Personally, I've ran them. 100,000 plus rehab budget on each one. I was going from job site to job site to job site to job site to job site. I was running material all day Saturday and Sunday. It was nonstop because the projects were so large, you had to be there every day to manage them. don't rehab those. Assign those to another investor that wants to manage those. You just cherry pick the best deals and the easiest deals and the most profitable deals. Now, the front end of your business can be a wholesaling machine. You can go out here and run all the marketing, get all the leads, acquire all the deals, sign the purchase and sale agreements, send the inspectors out to inspect the property, get the pictures back, and then evaluate them all virtually from your desktop. And then if you're on the front end of this, if you have the deals, you can do whatever you want with them. You can choose whatever exit strategy you want. Now, currently in my business, our first exit strategy is a rental property. So the first way we look at a property when we get it is, does this work as a rental property? Meaning that it fits the BRRRR method, the buy, renovate, rent, refinance. So we want to make $400 per month net profit. So I've done a ton of other videos on evaluating rental properties. So make sure you check those out. There'll actually be a link in the description as well if you want to see what that looks like. But we want to make $400 net per month off of each property, and we want to get into the property with $0 out of our own pocket. So we want to be able to buy, renovate, rent, and refinance it, and have 25% equity still in the deal to count as our down payment on the refinance. And we want to stay in the first-time home buyer market. So in Columbus, that's like $80,000 to $200,000. So if it's a $400,000 rental, unless it's a multifamily, we're not keeping it. 80 to 200K, we'll keep single families, and then we're keeping as many multifamily properties as possible right now. But let's say it does not work as a rental property. What do we do next? Our next exit is to look at it from a wholesale perspective, to buy it, renovate it, and sell it very, very quickly. Since I came from doing massive renovations, $100,000, $200,000 rehabs, we have a $40,000 limit on our budget. So for us to wholesale a property, it cannot need more work than $40,000. Now, once you get to 40K, the renovations can be a little more of a headache, and contractors need to be managed a lot more. So if you're just starting, I'd recommend starting out with no more than a $20,000 rehab budget for you to be able to buy this, because you don't want to get into too far over your head, and you don't want it to become a distraction to your current marketing and wholesaling business. You want it to be an add-on with more profitability. So start out, do a couple of them, super light rehabs, get a couple under your belt, and then, start maybe scooting that number up to $25,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 rehabs. Don't get into the big rehabs, because I promise you it'll turn into a distraction. But if you keep it small and tight, instead of making these assignments for $10,000, you can start buying these properties and making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 profits, which can literally 2 to 3 times your business overnight. And then again, for our business, if it doesn't fit the rental model, it doesn't fit the wholesale model, maybe it needs too much work or it's not an area that we like, wholesale. We go out there and we wholesale to another investor. We give them an opportunity to make money. We make some money on the front end. Everybody's happy. Remember, we are keeping the best properties. We're cherry picking the best properties because we're marketing for them on the front end. We're keeping the best rentals, we're keeping the best flips, and we're letting go of the not so good properties to allow other investors an opportunity. Like I said, wholesaling is a phenomenal business to get started. It can get you into the game with very, very little to no money out of pocket. Great way to get started. Just don't get stuck in that for 5 years. Get into the business, start wholesaling, make some money, continue wholesaling, but on top of that, start cherry picking deals. Do a couple hotels, keep a couple rental properties. Do the things that will create wealth for you in the future. Don't be so hungry just to chase the money. Assignment, wholesale. Take the time to actually make more money wholetailing a property, and take the time to build your future keeping some of those as rental properties. You don't get paid today, but you get paid in massive dividends in the future for sacrificing the present, sacrificing the current value for a greater future value. Like I said, my business model is a wholesaling business model. I simply just cherry pick the deals, and I'm the buyer on majority of our opportunities right now. So I want to know what your thoughts are. Have you ever wholesale a property before? If not, why not? Is it money? Is raising private money the issue? Like I said, there's a link in the description for that video as well. Comment below, let me know what your thoughts are and how you currently run your business. I want to interact, I want to get to know you guys. So let me know. Also, while you're down there, make sure you hit that like button. YouTube loves the algorithm when people like the videos. That'd be greatly appreciated so we can get more content like this out to more people. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can get you as many of these videos as possible. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.